Hi guys, I'm Josh from the Gennera. This is Yasmin to my side and Luca and Dylan.
Hey
Now,
guys,
we're going to be
Joe.
talking about many things and Luca, start us off.
Okay, so I just wanted to ask quickly, if you were any famous person, who would you want to be?
For me, I'd like to be Cristiano Ronaldo, soccer
Why?
player. Well, first of all, I love soccer, so that's definitely a big aspect in it. I
Yeah.
just love what he does in charity-wise as well. He donates quite a bit of money to charity.
Okay.
I'd like to be Blake Lively. She does a lot of things with like humanitarian stuff, and she uses her profile to appeal to all the audiences.
Yeah, I actually didn't think of an answer before I read this question.
Same.
Can you go?
I'm in the same boat.
Alright. Can we choose cartoon characters?
Yeah, honestly, why not?
Cute.
I actually
He's
think
like
there's
a
not
boss
that.
sword fighter guy. I'm gonna go with Roanoke Zorro, if anyone knows who that is. He's a cartoon character, but I love his attitude. It's awesome.
In what way?
He never gives up, and he has this dream, right? And no matter how hard it seems, he's like going forward at it. Like, I think one of his quotes is, not even death itself can take me away.
Well,
Something like
that's,
that.
that's a really good one. Yeah. Dylan?
Yeah, I don't know. I'd probably choose. I've always been a fan of Adam Gilchrist,
Who's that?
cricketer.
Okay.
Yeah, so I've always been a fan of Adam Gilchrist. Just his professionalism in the game mainly, and but I'd find it hard to pinpoint it to one person. Like I think in all aspects, you can sort of choose a different individual that would sort of fit every part of your life.
So I just thought of another question.
Yeah.
Basically, we're all at uni, obviously. How are we all balancing uni and also our social lives?
In terms of like how well are we doing it, or
Yeah.
like
How well are you doing it and what are you doing
how
to
well
do
do we
this?
balance it?
Well, I think when I was at high school, I studied loads. Like I just studied till like 2 a.m. or whatever. But now I study less, but more often, if you know what I mean.
Mhm.
It's like I'll do like an hour or 2 hours or something like that. But I'll do it less often. That way I have more time to do other things during the day.
Yeah, I agree. I was going to say, I think it's just a matter of organisation. I think the biggest issue that I had during high school was I'd sort of leave things last minute and then I'd have to spend all my time on my assignments or whatever it may have been. I think just organising your time, doing it, like setting a date for doing certain things and then just getting it done that day.
That's how I do things. Instead of writing up a schedule, because that doesn't work for me, I'll like set goals for the week or whatever, and I'll make sure I complete those goals.
Yeah.
I like using a diary, but I think balancing your social life, I feel like when you have friends that don't go to uni, that's a bit hard
It's
because
tough. Yeah.
they'll be like, come out, and it's like you don't have that commitment, but then you don't want to let them down, or you don't want to,
Yeah, it's a bit tough, like because they're often like if they're not at uni, your schedule is completely different.
Yeah.
Like when they're free, that's your peak time to do your work or go to a class or whatever it may be. But yeah,
I feel like uni is solely like social. Like, it has a sole focus on the social aspect
I see that with the clubs.
rather just on schooling and education. Because like as you said, the clubs, but not only some of us have only uni like 4 or 5 hours a day, and we will meet up in our breaks and just talk and stuff like that.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's good
Yeah.
balance,
It's
being in
good.
balance.
I think it gets you used to like it's a big wake up call, like in terms of being independent.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah.
100%.
In comparison to high school, everything was literally there.
Yeah,
Like we didn't have to do anything for anything. Like you just basically had to go home and do your work, finish your assignments. Like
And you
that
were
was it.
told when to do it. Now it's
Exactly.
like if you don't check and you don't have to do anything. You don't even have to
Well,
turn up to the lecture.
Exactly. They even like clearly say it. Like we won't chase you up.
yeah.
We'll just.
I want that sometimes.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's good when they chase you up.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's not very good 'cause for people who like reassurance like myself, I like reassurance that I'm doing it right, I'm doing this, and I'm not getting that. I start kind of feeling stressed and that kind of thing.
Yeah, like not having that reassurance. Yeah.
Then again, it's also another stress reliever in the sense I don't have someone on my back constantly. Do this, do this, do this, do this.
Yeah.
I think you have to be on your own back in a sense.
Yeah.
It sounds really
I think
weird.
you have to be your own harshest critic. I think.
You
Yeah.
have all of us on your back, so.
Yeah. Get to the work, guys.
Yeah.
Sorry, you should get out of the podcast. Go do your work.
Oh,
Yeah.
this guy's already upset.
Take my back.
No, I'm not.
Wait, back to the famous thing. I didn't just ask that randomly. I was asking because I wanted to say that who you look up to or who you aspire to be is a reflection of who you actually are. So if you wanna have those if you want to be like, who did you say it was?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
If you want to be like him because he gives to charity, that shows that you're a generous person. So you're already in a way like Cristiano Ronaldo. You know what I mean? Because you're striving to have that quality. So in a sense, it's already like within you.
It's funny how I linked into what you were going to say. How I was like, you can choose a different person for different aspects of your life.
Yeah.
But interesting. I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense in a way. I think yeah, because like when you think about the reason that you want to be like someone, there's attributes that they have as to why you want to be like them. Like you listen, we all mentioned like we were like, oh, I want to be this person because of this reason. It was never just because like, yeah, I don't know. It's just there's always a reasoning there.
It's I heard this quote a while ago. It's like, I think I've told you about it before. Whatever you do, whatever you feel bad about for doing in your life, or whatever you think that you've done wrong, that's what shows who you are as a person. Because you know what you've done wrong, and you're like
identify.
Yeah, you would. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I understand. But
Far out.
also, authoritarian figures can change that. And also, on the 20th of March, there'll be a blog post about that. But also, I think that is a major thing of shaping how people are, because, for example, if you're going to you're trying to achieve a goal, say it is, I want to be a professional surfer, and your surf coach says you can't surf. You know, like, as a kid, obviously, you're not going to try to pursue it because you don't feel like
you don't have that confidence.
Yeah.
It's the environment that shapes your mindset. That happens with a lot of people that don't follow their dreams because their mind shape, because their mindset's shaped by everyone around them.
I was going to say that it can be
personality
different.
as well.
Yeah, I was going to say like personality is a big part of that because it can work in. I find like there's a couple of people in that regard. Like it's either people that like there's two different sort of people that are told that they can't do it. They either like there's really two outcomes. Like you either believe it or you oppose it. You know what I mean?
And you go after it.
Yeah.
Do you think that if you believed, like if someone told you you couldn't do it, right, and then you oppose it and you're like, oh, I'm going to do it anyway because I know I can. Do you think that in any situation, if you did that, you would achieve what it was that you were trying to, just because
to a certain extent, like dreaming big is obviously definitely what you should be doing. However, I think a realism has to be placed in that. Yeah, because like for example, you're not physically ready and physically adaptable to this certain skill or something within the sport, then realistically you won't be able to do the sport. Like for example, if you're not coordinated, you can kind of gain coordination. However, you are not going to be as coordinated as someone who picks that up naturally.
You don't know if you try.
Yeah, you can definitely 100% try, but succeeding in it and creating
can I share a story?
Yeah.
So, a really good story. I've told Josh this, but my cousin works at a disabled school, and there was this little boy that has obviously autism, and he was struggling to draw, and he goes, I just can't do it. I can't draw. I'm not trying. And he burst into tears. Anyway, he has this little girl that's his friend, but they clash a bit. So she came and she said, Ben, you're never going to be able to draw if you don't try.
How old are these kids?
They're only 5. She's like, so pick up a pen and draw. And the only thing that he got from that was you can't draw. But he didn't hear the things that if you don't try.
Yeah.
So it's the things that you focus on. If someone says,
it depends what you want to hear.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's like the idea of it's what you want to hear, not what they're saying. Yeah.
And he sort of covered his ears because that's an autistic mechanism
it's just sort of
too.
yeah. Well, it's
safety mechanism too.
With me, it happened with cricket. Funny enough, in terms of I was always pushed to the bottom by when I was playing for Illawarra, I was always pushed to the bottom by basically being I was physically told I can't be a batter or a bowler, and then I was physically told I can't be a batter or a bowler by one of the coaches from the club, and then I was always pushed to the bottom in batting and bowling within my rep team, and in that position, it's sort of obviously I managed to turn that around, but it was sort of the mindset of that's probably one of the only times where I've actually had the confidence in myself, in that regard, to actually know that what they were saying was wrong.
Is it because it annoys you what they're saying, and that
Yeah,
annoyance kind of?
It's almost like same as with like my dad. Every time he makes a bet with me, I've never lost it. Whenever he said I can't, like if he says like you can't do this for whatever reason and he'll bet me on it, I've never lost it.
Do you think if someone puts you down, they're also threatened by you?
Potentially,
I feel like there's something within
depending
themselves.
on who it is. Though.
I think I see a lot of it. I think you can see you see a lot of it happening when you see someone that's like talented at something, but then someone that's just as good, maybe a little bit better than them, starts to like almost attack them. And I think that's an obvious sign of being threatened. Yeah.
Feeling jealous.
Yeah.
A lot of the curse.
Yeah, a lot of the times it's because the person who's doing that has insecurities about themselves. So they're scared to do something and they're seeing someone else do it, and it's defeating their mindset and it's showing them that their mindset's wrong and like they can't comprehend it. Do you know what I mean? So they show that not being able to understand that through being an artist.
Yeah, I think it's a matter of like they're not being like open with themselves. I think they're in their mind they truly believe what they're saying, but it's as a root cause of the jealousy or the whatever.
Deep down.
Yeah, like they don't. It's not. They're not thinking I'm jealous. Yeah. I'm going to threaten them. It's just a natural instinct. It's a reaction.
How would you combat that? Like if someone's
I think you just got to.
Depends on the person. But
well, I think I think the person has to come to that realization. Like you can help them, but at the end of the day, the individual has to sort of see what they're doing is wrong. It's like a serious case of denial.
Yeah.
But like, it's not direct denial. It's just sort of pushed aside denial. You know what I mean? It's
what do you mean? What do you mean
people in denial, they're like, they're living in a dump, but they're like, oh, everything's perfect. And as an example, you know what I mean? And these people, they're the same sort of thing. They've got this idea that they're better than this other person, but they're still willing to threaten them. But they don't know what the cause of the threat is. It's just in their mind. Like, I just don't like the person.
Yeah.
But they don't know the root. You know what I mean? They don't realize the root cause of the problem.
I feel like it's not that they don't realize it. It's like it's as if they don't want to realize it.
Yeah.
Like they don't want to be pushed out of this.
It's almost their reasoning for being able to keep themselves in that position. Like it's
to a certain extent. I think it's depending on age as well. For example, kids seem to do that because that's what they've been taught to do by parents. I feel like they're just picking up traits and stuff that they've been taught through their parents.
Yeah, again, I think it's that idea of like nature over nurture.
Yeah.
Nature versus nurture. Before it's always like you might be a certain way in terms of that's what you should turn out like, but depending on your environment, depends how you turn out.
Or do you think your environment affects who you are? Do you think you are a certain way?
I went to Tony Robbins' workshop, which was for 50 hours of 4 days. So it was a big event. Now, he was talking about how basically when you're a kid, when you're a little baby, how different instances shape your personality. For example, if someone stood up and started walking and they got praise from their parents, they'd grow up to be like a high achiever. Or, for example, they did something silly and their parents laughed, they'd be more like a little class clown, for example.
That's really interesting because when someone like puts me down, I'm motivated to do better. Do you know what I mean? So that's really interesting.
I think a lot of things you gain as a kid is what you grow up to, like is your morals.
Without realizing it's sort of implanted in your subconscious. Like, well, it's sort of like I agree with you. Like, I don't know what it is, but like whenever someone, it's almost like a drive to like if someone tells me I can't do something, it's just another reason to prove I can.
Yeah,
like,
I wonder where that comes from as well.
Yeah, it's a weird.
Is it the way we're being brought up?
Yeah, well, it's a weird thing because like I know certain people like they put under that situation like it's like it goes one of two ways. Like you can either like the way we behave to it, where you can go the other direction.
And
I've
seen that
like
before,
and you wonder why how that reaction happens.
To a certain extent, I feel like I'm in between of those two reactions.
Yeah.
Because to a certain extent, I don't give up on what I want to be doing.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
I still kind of semi-believe it.
Yeah. It's a setback. So you're going one step backwards.
Yeah.
So you're not fully giving up. You're just going one step backwards. And if you keep on getting that, that's when you get to breaking point.
Yeah.
I feel.
So you feel that's a bad thing if you're in the middle, kind of.
No. I feel like
breaking
feel
point.
like
What do you mean?
you always, even if it does motivate you to go forward, it's still a setback. You put that saying that, and like if you choose to ignore it, it's always going to be there though. Like
it's a setback. The person who, like for example, I say you're not good enough at cricket, for example. However, you determine to take that in is how much. Like if you take that too hard and you really like are upset, that's a further setback to you. Like you'll always be set back, but however you take it is how far you will step back. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like for me, in that, like in my personal like perspective of that, like in my situation, it was like if sometimes I wonder if they'd never said that, would I have become
Still
good as I
done it.
was?
I feel the
You know
same
what I'm
way.
saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like it's such a big motivator, and it's almost like it's like I seem to thrive and achieve in tougher conditions, if that makes sense.
I think that's normal though.
But I think yeah maybe, but like I'm talking like the worse the condition, like the worse the situation, the more I thrive.
Yeah.
See, I like to remove myself from that situation first. So, for instance, when it was like I had problems with in school with the particular teacher, like for a subject, and I got removed from that situation. Yet when I was in a new environment, I still wanted to prove her that I achieved all this. Like and I also wanted her to see it. Yeah. But like I removed myself from that situation though, and then began to show her and prove her wrong.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an interesting one. Like, it'd be awesome to like I don't know read about or find out like why that happens.
Yeah.
Now I've got a question for you guys. Why are you guys doing the Gennera?
First of all, I want to show people that they should follow their dreams rather than the status quo. Not just because a lot of people do that, but because I've been in that situation where I've had lots of like close family and friends tell me that I shouldn't follow a certain dream because it's for various reasons, maybe because it's too hard or I can't do it or whatever the reason is. And I could have easily chosen just a normal path, a normal job. Not that that's a bad thing, but like for me, that's not what I wanted. And I didn't choose that. I chose to do something else. So I want to show people to be open-minded and to think more broadly about the world rather than just having this one closed-minded idea of everything, because that's what helps you grow as a person. I think that's really important.
Yeah, that's a really good reason. What about you, Dylan?
For me, it was, I remember like me and Luke hadn't spoken for how long was it?
Like 3-4 years.
Oh, we'd spoken before that.
2 years. 2 years.
It wasn't 2 years. It was like a year. We hadn't had a chance to catch up for about a year.
It was like 11 and 12.
But we'd still spoken though.
Barely though.
Yeah, like anyway, we talked. But basically, like all of a sudden, Luca like came to me with a proposal for your business idea, which was.
It wasn't even like that. I didn't intend to come to him.
Well, no, but I remember you were telling me about it,
and he was interested, and I'm like, he was telling me what he wanted to do, and I thought, oh, awesome, do you want to do it with me?
Yeah,
and then it just kind of.
So basically, I remember you asked me the question. You asked me like a very similar question to this one, like why do I want to do it? And it's just like it's the same reason why I changed my mind from engineering to do medical and radiation physics now at uni. It's because I want whatever my career is to be just helping people, and I felt like me doing engineering, it's something that I like to do, but it's not something that I'd love to do. Like I want to be able to wake up every morning and know that what I'm doing is helping someone somewhere, and for me doing medical and radiation physics, that would have been on a daily basis, and it's doing the same thing. So, yeah.
What about you two?
Well, we were both asked by Dylan and Luca to start this blog up.
Oh, we're so thankful for that.
We're very thankful. We're very privileged for that.
Thank you.
Very humbled. We're ready to set our thank yous, but yeah.
On camera.
At a pizza shop.
But I remember when Dylan used to come over, I used to chill out and he'd be just on the couch, just like on his phone all the time. And I thought, like, at first I was like, that's a bit rude. But then I was like, what are you doing? Because I remember he had notes up like this massive
paragraphs. To get lunch with Angie at, what's the name? At Daddy's.
No, it was even before that. And
when we first asked this.
And I remember he said, I've done a blog, blah, 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 and check it out. I remember checking it out and reading. I went home and I read a few of both of your blog posts, and I was like, this is amazing. I even said that to myself. I was like, I'd like to do something like this. But then we got asked, and so I think why I like Gennera is because you can it appeals to all the broad ideas of the world, and not like people like our age, if we're 18. Many people don't think about the things that we talk about, and it's a really complex world. And I feel like we should talk about these things because they're prominent, about our health, about the spiritual dimension, about positive thinking, positive affirmations, about if you're not enough, keep on trying, and all about just the power of the mind. I think is really what is profound in this blog. So yeah, and I feel like it has a lot of potential to reach to any other section
in society.
Yeah.
Well, why I wanted to do it, first of all, I was kind of like Dylan in the sense, for him, it was engineering. Me, I've always wanted to help people. That's basically what I want to do in an occupation. I was thinking about law, and I'm thinking about helping people through law. However, I came to understand law wasn't for me. I'm not much of a reader, you might say. Like, it would be not suited to me and my kind of personality. So I've just been, the last couple of weeks since I made that understanding, I was like, what do I want to do? What can I do? What can I do? But I know the core thing what I want to be doing, and that's helping people. I feel like through the Gennera, through when we get bigger, hopefully in the near future, and not if, I know we will get bigger, because our whole core of why we're doing this is not let's get big, let's get rich. No, it's about helping people.
That's more of like a side effect of it.
No, that's like, it'll be good to be all that, but that's not what we want.
We want to use our money to still continue to help people.
I like the whole aspect when we're talking about it, about through schooling we can help people, in the sense of at high school we were not properly told this is how it's going to be after school. It's like we weren't taught properly like that. I feel like we can help the younger society become more motivated, more like us, more like the candlelighters, which is our
ethos, what we're aiming to be.
Yeah, and that's how we can help in that aspect, as well as I think we can do that through sport, and I'm very passionate about sport, so I feel like anything that can combine both sport, helping the new generation, and helping in general, I feel like that's what drew me into starting up with you guys. And now I'm just focused on doing the best for the Gennera, and let's try to reach
as many people as we want.
Yeah.
Not as many. That sounded really weird. Anyway.
Yeah. It's kind of weird because you said it was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make clear, we don't necessarily think we're like gurus or like special or anything like that.
Yeah, we all have our own problems.
For every day.
Exactly.
I've had my own anxiety problems and stuff. It's not like been an easy road for me, and I'm still not 100% over my anxiety. But then again, no one is in this world. No one's 100% stress free and everything. Yeah.
But it's about talking about these issues and showing people that by thinking about it, it helps you overcome it, and it helps you metaphorically ignite that candle within.
Yeah. And that's what we want. Yeah. So I also wanted to ask, because I don't think many people would know who watch our videos and read our blog. Why did you name the Gennera?
Okay, so
you want to take it?
I don't know.
I think Dylan wants to take
it. Dylan's got like a little light in his eyes. He's like,
the candle light in his eyes.
Yeah, the candle light's just burning through his eyes.
That is funny. That is funny. Okay, go.
Funny.
So what am I?
Yeah,
right. So basically, the word Gennera is made up of like two words, and technically has two meanings. So the first is the gen part of the word, so Gen, is sort of, it's just a shortening of the word generation. And the second part of the word Nera is the Hebrew word for candlelight, and we're using that in a metaphorical sense in terms of we're the generation of candlelight, so we're the generation to light the world and sort of spread positivity, spread a good message. then try and impact as many people as we can.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Yeah, that was the best
I
way.
feel like people need to we need to state that a bit more. Like I feel like when people ask now what Gennera is, we should literally say that because that really touches
It really
the heart.
tells, it does, and it shows what the group really is about. Even though we talk about different aspects, like we were talking about sport before, I wanted to say something about the sport. Sport actually links with confidence and like positivity in general.
Yeah.
But what I was getting back to what I was saying, even though we're talking on a broad range of topics, we still gotta send out that core message. That core message still spreads through all these topics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Regardless whether it's the message of positivity or the message that can, like, regardless of whether it's just a small little thing that is just gonna like brighten someone's day to something that's gonna impact them in the long run. Like it all helps. Like it all adds to.
I heard a story, as I said before, that I went to a Tony Robbins thing.
Yeah.
And basically, this guy, it was an anonymous guy. It was a story that he told Tony Robbins. Now, the guy was really depressed, quite severely depressed. And he was walking on his way home from school. He was around our age, 18 years old. And he was on his way home, and he was going to kill himself on his way when he got home.
Mm.
Now, this other guy, who was in the guy's name, in the guy's year at school. Let's say one of them's the guy that was going to kill himself. His name was Bill.
Yeah.
And the other guy's name was Tom. Okay.
Okay.
As Bill was on his way to go kill himself, Tom stopped him and was like, "Hey, how are you? How are you, Bill?" And started asking him questions. And Tom actually asked him, "Well, we're going down to the park to kick a soccer ball. Do you want to come and join us?" And even though Bill didn't take up that offer, he got home and he didn't end up killing himself. But he was still depressed. And every day they would see each other at school, outside of school, and just a simple, "Hey, how has your day been? How are you? How are you feeling?" He ended up not killing himself, and the Bill guy ended up getting the year ducks, which is the best, not the smartest, but the best all-rounded marks wise in this year. And in his speech, he didn't say it was him, but he told that story and how a simple "hello, how are you?" and "how is your day?" really can change your life.
Yeah.
On that topic, every time I go to the shops, and most of the times when I see people, I'm like, "Hey, how are you?" Or they say, "Hey, how are you?" And I'm like, "I'm good, how are you?" And they don't respond after that. It's become like a mechanistic, that sounds so cool, mechanistic statement. So we say something just for the sake of saying it instead of having meaning in our words. When you say it with meaning, it really brightens up people's day. And I can actually see sometimes I'll tell a person behind a cafe, "Oh, how you doing?" And to be like, "Good." I'm like, it makes them happy. You
never know what they're going through.
Exactly, and just something as simple as that can.
And I think in the mediocrity of just like society, like just something like that stands out so much, which is surprising.
I agree,
and it's something that shouldn't stand out, but it just does. Like you going up to someone and like just really thanking them or being really appreciative if they, even if it's their job, just showing that appreciation. Let's say it can really like change someone's like day. You know, like it's because it's unfortunately like now in our society it's all about like privacy and just sticking to your own and doing what you have to do and not really.
Outside the box.
Yeah,
It's never like that though.
What before?
Before in like the past, like in the 70s and 80s, like for example, my parents they used to be inside and outside of their family's pockets every day, every weekend. It'd be a new gathering. The neighbors, like besides the two people next to me, and like a couple of houses on my street, I wouldn't know many more. But back in the day, they would know everyone. It's just changed in that kind of thing. Is people have become too busy to be able to.
It's like I don't know whether it's busy or whatever, but it's just people have just become just more secluded. Yeah, they've become more, and it's not in a good way either. It's not a thing of like, oh, they've become more private, so they have a better private. It's just people have just become more isolated. Yeah, we're less cohesive.
Well, do you reckon?
Actually,
yeah, I agree with that. I was gonna say, do you reckon it's not necessarily isolation, But no, once you said the cohesive with the community, no, I agree with that.
Yeah, it's like people are, for whatever reason.
Like it's not like you can't have your privacy and have the cohesiveness.
Yeah, you can have both. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I want to get onto a really interesting topic now.
So what is that?
Spirituality.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking, there's so many things I can talk about.
Yeah, it's really broad.
Yeah. How about okay, do you think that an event... So I was telling Dylan this before. I saw a video on YouTube yesterday, and it was about Sherlock Holmes. This is more of the mind, actually. It was about Sherlock Holmes or something. And today, in JB Hi-Fi, I saw a Sherlock Holmes thing, right? And it's like, was that because I saw it yesterday, or was it because I noticed it? Was it because I noticed it because I saw it yesterday and focusing on it? Or is it because I was meant to see it?
So I've talked about this quite a bit of time with my mum as well. So for example, my car, it was an electrical problem within my car, and I really needed to get it fixed, and I had no clue where to go get it fixed. I had no clue. And because when we went and got it fixed, we went to an auto electrician and we got it fixed. As we were getting it fixed, my mum took me to school that day. And on the way to school, about 3 commercials for auto electricians was on the radio. Is that every day I listen to the same radio station?
And that never happens.
And not that it never happens. Is it that it never happens, or I've never picked it up?
Yeah, see, which is it? That's a very interesting thing.
Well, see, it's like, I know another example with, it seems to be every time I'm driving past a certain store, their advert comes on the radio. Like, I'll be driving past Harvey Norman, and Harvey Norman's advert's on the radio. I'll be driving past a JB Hi-Fi, and all of a sudden they come on.
Coincidence or not?
Yeah.
So you know what I always get? I get now. It's weird, but I don't know if I have a link to it. But every time I check the clock, and ever since I was like in high school, I'd always get 9/11.
Yeah, same.
Do you think our minds are all connected?
I have different timing.
Have you heard of remote viewing? Okay.
Talk about it.
This is so cool. So there were actually studies done in America in the I'm not sure of the date, so don't like hold me onto this. But I'm pretty sure it was like the early 1900s they started, right? It's kind of like psychic powers, but it's not. Basically, yeah, you've heard of it?
Yeah.
I think it was called the Stargate Project from memory. They get people in.
And they can visualize. And
they get them to focus on something, maybe war or something like that.
Or the location of someone.
Yeah. And then they can see an image, right, in their head of, say, maybe an army base or something like that, and see where everything is, and then they go and test it out to see whether it's true or not, and it ends up as true. So they ended up using people like that who happen to be randoms that they train. So they use experiments to figure out how to train people, and they train people to be able to see things like this. So then they used it in war. I'm pretty sure America used it against Russia to go against their bases or whatever to find out where certain people were hiding. So apparently, I was listening to this thing on a site called Udemy, which is a place where you can buy services online, like educational services. It's like $20, pretty cheap. And he was...
We're unofficial sponsors of Udemy, by the way.
What?
We're unofficial sponsors of Udemy.
Yes.
If you want sponsors.
We have no sponsors.
If you do, we'd love it. Yeah, thanks. Good job. Good. Back to the topic. He was saying that anyone can learn this thing, and all you have to do is basically sit down and just kind of let it come into your mind. Keep your eyes open so it doesn't become imagination. You know how your eyes are open and you can see something in your mind, and you see something like that, and you draw it or you write down whatever it is, and that's coming from a higher source, and that higher source isn't necessarily God or anything like that, but it's kind of the sense that everything is connected. All our minds are connected, and we can access that information by going through these certain steps.
It's pretty weird how we both see 9/11.
Yeah.
It's all the time. I'm telling you, every night I'll just check my phone
randomly check it, and
it's 9/11.
Yeah, but I feel like I also heard this thing, and funny enough, the example that's going to be used is a video game, but on FIFA, people seem to think that people tend to score goals in the 45th or 90th minute, which is just before half time or full time.
Mm-hmm.
But what a lot of people have been saying is, you get to that point within your stomach, you might not even be looking at the time, but subconsciously you know
Yeah.
it's coming up to the 45th or 90th minute or 9/11 as they say, and you start warring within yourself, and you'll not change personality, but change behavioral patterns. You have, and for example, in the game, you won't be playing game how you usually play if it was a different minute of the game. And you'll be more prone to conceding because you're not in that kind of state. Where also you'll be more prone to looking up and saying, "Oh, look, it's 9/11" or blah blah blah.
That's interesting.
I was going to say, like, it happened to me all the time, like with school and that, like if I'd get woken up at a certain time, or even, and then it would get to the weekend and I'd wake up at that same time. I didn't have an alarm set, I just wake up.
It's like a body clock.
Yeah, and with my, as well, I remember before I'd go to sleep, I'm like, I'm only going to sleep for an hour. I'd wake up exactly like an hour later. You know what I mean? Like, and so it was kind of strange in that regard, how sort of it was almost like I was making myself wake up when I was asleep. You know, like
maybe you are.
That's what I mean. Like,
I got another question. It's kind of semi on and off topic. Do you think people who don't have photographic memories can adapt to have a photographic memory?
What do you mean by photographic memory?
To be able to. So, relevant example would be Microsoft Suits. Do you think you could become like him and remember everything and anything if you train your sport?
I think you always have it in you, but you just haven't known it.
The power of mind.
I think individuals can. I think it's something that you can learn, but I don't think it's something like you can just fully grow. Like you can't like flick a switch and then all of a sudden you have photographic memory.
I agree with that.
I think it's a thing of it's because I think they've proven it's genetic. Like you either genetically have photographic memory, like I'm talking like the exceptional level, or you don't.
Okay, hang on a second.
But I think generally people can train themselves to remember information quicker than others.
I think that's what about this with the psychologist.
What did he say?
She said basically she doesn't feel like you can actually adapt photographic memory. However, there's ways of like taking traits of someone who has that and applying them to yourself.
Yeah.
For example, there was this a study they used to do, and like a tested mechanism which you can go on YouTube. Again, unofficial sponsors on those YouTubers. You can go and you can basically, for example, you see 10 things. So you see my black shirt, your white shirt, and his pants and everything. Like just pick 10 things. Yeah. And you classify, for example, my black shirt with an experience of your own. So maybe you once wore a black shirt and you scored a goal in soccer. You'll classify that. So every time you think of black shirt, you think of you scoring a goal. So
it's correlation.
Yeah.
Well, so even with when I'm studying, I'm always listening to music or watching a video, and when I'm studying certain things, if I revisit that, like a test, all of a sudden in my mind I remember that song or video or that moment, image of what I was watching on TV or whatever, you know.
Yeah.
It's just natural how the mind works.
Or I remember when I used to prepare essays, I remember like a particular word used to be on the end of like the side, the right hand side of that paragraph.
Like, so you'd remember.
And I remember even like knowing, okay, that's like the fourth line down. Just
naturally because it was the thing that stood out to you. Yeah, it's interesting like that.
I think it's like bringing it back to the Gennera. You know how we talk about the flame, like the candlelight. It's kind of like that flames within everybody. So it's like that photographic memory is within everybody. Yeah. And all you have to do is train to become the person who can do that.
Yeah.
Same thing with positivity. All you have to do is train to become the person who is positive.
We've actually got a blog post up right now about that, which is a way of increasing your positivity is through affirmations, daily affirmations. Yeah. So, would you like to?
Written by me.
Would you like to basically give us an insight? Don't give too much so they can go read it.
You gotta read it.
I think that positive affirmations are sending it out and convicting it to the universe. So you're pretty much telling the universe, and then the universe is in control of everything. So you're pretty much sending a message in which the universe will convey that message or like receive that message and then give you an outcome to it. So it's also like you're saying it, so then you're believing it at the exact same time. And I've just been taught that from a young age, and I can tell you that it's helped me throughout my success. So I think everyone should adapt it.
What was your success exactly?
So it's like overcoming
Putting her on
problems.
the spot.
Yeah, basically.
It's overcoming, like, for instance, at school, stresses at school with exams. So if I thought that, okay, I'm really stressed about this exam, the night before I'd be like, say a positive affirmation saying, I'm going to do really, really well this test, I'm going to remember everything, okay? I'm going to remember everything.
And your HSC
My
marks
HSC.
showed that.
And yeah, it did show that, because you're believing in yourself and feeling confident in what you're saying, and then the universe is going to give that back to you.
Whatever you put in, you get out.
Yeah. And that's in everything. If the amount of effort you put into an assignment, you get out of it. The amount of effort you put into being in a relationship, being with friends, you get out of it.
But if you haven't been putting in effort, and then all of a sudden you start putting in a lot of effort, and you don't get the results you wanted, that doesn't prove this wrong. It's just that you weren't putting in the effort before.
Yeah,
you have to be consistent.
For like uni, for example, you have 13 weeks of a subject, basically. 13 weeks of a session, and then you do a subject within that session. If you have that 12 weeks of just mucking around and not doing it, and then 1 week where you just put the 13th week just before your test, you put effort into that 13th week.
Like 100.
You're going to remember everything you did in that 13th week, yes, but you're not going to get good in the test, because that's one of 13 different things we're learning about. And that's not saying you're not, like, and you might get a low mark, but that's not saying you're not smart enough. That's saying that's displaying effort as well. Like, I feel like some people might be able to put in not as much as effort as others, but because they've got the natural ability, still get that mark. But that's not everyone. I feel like everyone has a certain amount of effort they need to put into everything.
Yeah.
And they need to reach that.
I agree.
Yeah.
And I feel like my blog does link back onto our other blog post tomorrow, which is believing in yourself and not giving up when you get put down. So I feel like,
Then that will be on the 20th of March, whenever you might be reading. So if you are watching this video after this, go back and check it out.
Yep.
So I think that's it from us today.
Yeah. I hope you have a great day or night or evening, brunch, whatever you're doing right now.
Wherever you are in the world.
Have a great year, have a great decade.
A great century if, you're lucky
100
enough to
years from now.
2 decades, a millennia, maybe.
You should make a time bomb. Like a time,
Not a time bomb.
No.
Time capsule.
Across the limit.
Time
Travel to the future.
Across the time bomb. Great. So today we are done. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time. Like, comment, subscribe, and check our Facebook
Got
out.
excited then.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.